like health and stuff. It's like he has the same views on like the healthcare system and stuff like that. He was really cool. He was like a smart dude, and I just like I don't understand. Like I've been trying to call him, I've been trying to text him, and I feel like
MIA?
he's totally ghosted me. I don't know if his phone's just like going right to voicemail. Like I don't know.
Super weird.
If it's disconnected or he blocked me, but
Dump his ass.
Luigi was really nice, and I'm like, and make it hot.
That's hot.
That's hot with Sabrina Piper and Natalie DeCicco. Hi.
Hello.
I'm Sabrina, funny girl with tits.
Natalie DeCicco edits on Instagram, DECICCO_edits. We're in old form.
Cheers.
Today.
We really are. It's hot. We're celebrating a fun little milestone for our best friends and the influence of the show.
Yeah.
We don't care about real influencers. You aren't real. You don't exist without
You don't
Paris and
exist.
Nicole.
True.
Okay? And that's what's hot.
And neither do
they
we.
are back. Exactly. Neither do we.
Yeah.
Exactly. Literally, I would be dead if it wasn't for them. Dead.
I've never seen the show.
I love that sound.
Which one are you and which one am I of the two of them?
Sweetie, I'm Paris.
Okay. I've never seen it, so I don't know what Nicole is like on the show. Bless you.
Thank you. How bad I was gonna be like, hey, she's the sidekick.
Yeah, literally. I mean, I was going to say that, but I didn't know if you had some sort of insight based on having seen the show.
She said, you're a comedian. Couldn't you come up with anything funnier, you stupid hack-ass bitch? What are you, Meredith, who wrote The Club last weekend at Levity Live? Dude, some lady literally
Shout
wrote
out Mary.
Shout out to Meredith. Oh, Meredith Weiss. Oh, I came through all the way from Scarsdale, and this little fucking kit guy comes through saying she's going to assassinate BB. I don't think so. And I didn't.
That really did happen, and you didn't.
I didn't say that. I didn't. I just said they've been trying to take him out for years, different people, and they should ask Luigi. Luigi would have the perfect shot.
Yes,
That's
agree.
not me doing it. She should listen better.
And also,
turn up the hearing aid, Meredith.
Sabrina, famous anti-Semite, famous
Exactly.
anti-Israel, extremely.
What really is Zionism?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Not this broad.
Yeah, for sure.
And cheers to that.
Cheers.
This is what I say. I say,
So I didn't take any
I
yet.
say you really are the replacement for Max.
I didn't
my
take
God.
any yet.
You didn't?
No.
Okay. Do you know what you say in your country?
Yeah? No,
Yeah.
I don't.
La mangia, la cocina,
Eat
and
the kitchen
la piscina.
and the pool.
L'chaim.
Okay, L'chaim. I'll just go with that. I'm in your company today.
I don't remember what the phrase was that I said, but I was at Lisa Ann's wine tasting like a month ago.
Okay.
And I got really wasted because she came out with a great wine, I must say, okay?
Okay.
I'm not even like friends with her. I'm friends with Aaliyah, who's friends with her. And great
Love it.
Pinot Gris, right? Or it was something else. It was similar. And I raised my glass to everyone at the table. I only knew Aaliyah. Again, it's a whole table. And I just said a phrase in Italian. And it was beautiful, and people cheers to it, and...
Well, it was not what you said just here, because that was eat the table and the and the pool.
That's actually beautiful if I did complete that sentence. If I did Duolingo, it should buy me.
Yeah.
It could buy and ship me like a Wayfair kid.
I was so mad. I was at the liquor store the other day because I am out of wine at my house, and it was a place... Oh, it was your wine store. By your apartment. And I
where we got ripped down.
Oh, yes, where we got ripped down for sure. I got a bottle of, I was like, just want to have a red and a white in my house, but mostly I want
No blacks.
Cheap. Nope. Hey, she said it, not me. And I got a regular bottle of red wine. It was like $12. And then I got, as I was leaving, I saw the cans of white wine in the fridge, and I was like, "That's perfect because if I'm cooking, then I don't have most of then I don't have most of a bottle of wine in my fridge, which goes bad really quickly." And then the can was like $10.
Yes.
I'm like, if I had known that, I would have gotten a
Done the whole
regular
thing.
bottle of wine.
Oh yeah.
So now I'm not cooking with that wine. That's the equivalent of like a $40 bottle of wine if you got 4 of those, which is a bottle.
Kind of.
I'm like, that's on me for not looking before I paid.
That place, they don't have prices anywhere.
No, each bottle has a little
It does.
tag on it.
It does,
but
and
the
each
fridge
one is different.
Yeah, but the fridge
The fridge
has
does
nothing
not.
on
I got
it.
these from the fridge, and I was still like, I think it's cheaper than a whole bottle. I didn't do that because it was cheaper. I just want to make that clear.
Right.
Even though you can go to patreon.com/funnygirlwithtits and pick a tier today just for $1 and support us and our 1 o'clock drinking. But yeah, I you know what I'm always curious about? They say this is a split. Okay, you guys see this? So does that really mean that it is half the bottle?
No, this is like one. I think probably 3 of these. Wait, how many?
Really? Okay, so it says 18.7 something. I really need glasses. This is terrible.
187 milliliters.
Uh-huh.
A full bottle is $7.50.
Oh, wow, you knew that.
I used to work at a liquor store.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not just an alcoholic. I also
no,
worked in liquor.
I'm not an alcoholic. I just know my mom's habits.
Fair enough. Hold on. It's probably a quarter. $7.50.
Well, then I got ripped the fuck off. That place is a joke.
Yeah, it's about 4. It's a little more than a quarter. This is.
Wow.
So if you got 4, that's a whole bottle.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's the convenience of the little guys.
Nice. It's like we don't want to split a bottle.
And we don't want to wait.
Yes, we do.
We do. We should not split a bottle, and that's why you get the small one.
Well, that's why I didn't bring the orange juice. I was like, extra calories. For who? Why?
For who? Yeah, who are we fooling
For who?
around
For
here?
why?
Yeah, agreed. Yes. I don't know what I was going to say.
No, you're like, this is okay. It just started hitting you.
Yes.
That's good. I'm going to get funnier.
To me?
Yes.
You are
It's just
always
you.
funny.
Oh, thank you. I love you.
But yes, tell everyone how the show. Oh, Sabrina called me and said, I know I did really well because most people liked it and one lady called to complain.
Yes.
So.
Yes. The shows were so awesome.
Nice.
And to be fair, I was calling you back.
You were calling me back. That's okay.
I didn't
she was calling
run
me back.
out, and I was like, "It's going really well. It's going well."
Why did I call you? I don't remember.
It was something with editing.
Yes, it was something with editing.
I honestly don't even remember what it was, but I was like, "Hey, I just got off stage.
Right.
Everything okay?"
Yes.
Because usually I call you. I'm big on calling, not big on texting. But Natalie's big on texting and not on calling, and I'm big on do not disturb. So
yes, all of that is true. I've gotten used to calling a handful of people in my life who like to call, including you. So I've warmed up to
touched.
it. Yeah,
I am honored. You've also warmed up to hugs.
I have.
Yeah.
I think over the last couple, because I used to maybe in high school with someone who was like, don't touch me, and even a little in college. And I feel like since I got out of college, I've warmed up to hugs more and more, you know?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's like an openness.
Yeah. And I always ask, and Mike makes fun of me for this, that if it's someone I kind of know, I'll go, do we hug?
Yeah.
Which is like, I feel like that's a safe, because every once in a while someone goes, that's not my thing. And I'm like, I don't want to touch you if you don't want to be touched, you know?
Yeah.
But most people are like, oh, I didn't know I could hug you.
For sure.
Yeah.
They're excited.
Yeah.
Dudes will always go in for the hug with me.
Yeah.
But
And they think they're sly, but they're not.
They do. They do. Hugged a bunch of people this weekend. That
Love
was
it.
nice. No, it was really fucking fun. West Nyack was a little hard. I'd
okay,
be
nothing wrong
I'd
with
be
that.
lying if I said it wasn't a little hard. Sold out 2 or sold out. Friday the early show and Saturday early show. The others were pretty packed, and yes, I recorded it. Yes.
Love it.
Yes, somebody is sitting in front of my fucking camera and like yapping, telling her boyfriend, like, if I'm not paying attention, tell me. This is before anyone's even on stage, right?
Oh.
So I get their entirety of the conversation. I was like, oh, this is great. But we almost sold out stickers.
Love it.
So that's great.
I was really excited when
We're
you
gonna
told
be.
me
I
that.
brought my laptop and everything. Yeah, and we're gonna be ordering merch. So that'll be in before Christmas. I don't know if I can get it to anyone before Christmas, but I can try my best. Natalie, I don't mean to scare you, but I did find stickers. No, sorry, not stickers. Transferable tattoos. I don't want to get you nervous.
Hey, I mean, you can try them out, and I will be passing on them, and I will be passing them to my friends.
Yes, we will be selling those. But if you get a rash, that is on you.
Correct. We're not
heal.
liable.
We're not liable for anything.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
I am wearing a shirt under this. Don't get
it.
too excited.
This is exactly what everyone wanted me to do at the Attell shows. Just take it all off. Oh my. Okay, it's clearing up a little bit.
So you can see where it is.
Yeah.
But it's completely flat.
It's gonna be gone soon.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
I don't even care.
Crazy.
If I look like this, I don't care. It doesn't itch anymore, and I forget that it's there, and that's the most important thing because it was really brutal for a little while.
Yeah, it was intense. You shouldn't deal with that.
Yeah.
But you know who should deal with that? Meredith, who were at the club.
Shout out Meredith.
Shout out Meredith, dude. That was so funny. It's like Saturday, 2 p.m. Right? It's like the next show's Saturday night, like 7:30 or whatever, and all of a sudden my phone starts buzzing like crazy.
Okay.
And it's like Instagram, Facebook. I was like, which old person is trying to contact me, right? Because my Facebook is doing something wackadoodle too, okay? And I don't know if yours is or like if anyone else is, let me know. But like I keep getting notifications on Messenger where it says someone sent you a message.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so very weird. So
if they're not friends with you, I think.
Right. So she sends that. I was like, what is this? I keep getting all these notifications. I click it. It's her sending me screenshots of her own story complaining about me. Which I was like, oh,
girl,
this is peak old.
Over yourself.
Yeah, grandma, come on.
Yeah, give it a... Jesus, no one cares that much.
Pay attention to your grandkids. Pay attention to your grandkids.
Pay attention to Dave Attell, who's probably on stage.
How about keep Shabbos?
Yes.
This bitch is going on and on and on about how, I want to assassinate BB. I want to assassinate him. No, I just know who could.
Also, you're funny and you're a comic, and even if you said that, it doesn't mean that it's true.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. Here's the other thing. It's 2 p.m. on a Saturday. So 12:50. You're sitting there for hours like a miserable fucking loser.
Oh, my God.
Just like, you know what? That's stupid. And she called me a hack.
Ooh.
I don't think so.
Where'd you get that from?
Hacks. Probably from Hacks, because she's a hack. But guess what?
Yeah.
I was talking about the shooter. Pretty topical.
Yes.
Talking about BB. Pretty topical.
Right.
Don't come at me with hack, okay? I don't know many other girls who are talking about their boyfriend Luigi.
No.
Doing something
You're
badass
right.
for the country and for the better good. I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know, if you could point me in those directions, that would be great. I know I'm not Eliza Schleiser who's talking about World War II or whatever she said. You ever see that quote?
No.
Where she said, I'm not a regular female comic. I'm a different female comic. I'm a smart female comic. I talk about, I don't just talk about sex stuff. I talk about World War II and stuff. Okay, bitch. Well, guess what? I'm talking about the potential World War III. And guess what, Meredith?
Yeah.
You can't handle the truth. Turn up your hearing aids. I did not say that.
Yeah.
Ageist and ableist.
Yes. In a good way. In a hot way.
In a hot, sexy way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, it's almost sold out of merch. That was awesome. Attell is the greatest comedian.
Yeah.
Comedian. Like, you know, I mean, one of my all-time favorites. It was a dream. I'm still pinch.
Yeah.
Pinch me. Pinch my shoulder, my nips. I don't give a fuck. I'm still in shock. And I'm excited. I'm going to have a few more dates with him coming up, and that's like 2025, and I'll let you guys know. I told Nat that the other day. I was very excited. So, I mean, it's awesome. It was definitely, I'm not going to lie. It was scary as shit,
I
dude.
bet.
I was fucking scared. I haven't had a Xanax refill in like a week. So I was like, oh, fuck. And I was fucking nervous.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd be totally lying, especially, you know, I am 28. Getting up to like younger people is what I'm used to. Getting up to mad disrespectful people is what I'm used to. So I was excited because I was like, these people want to see comedy. I would say they did not give him the respect I think they should have.
Okay.
But those are like rowdy people.
Yeah.
You know, those are people who are like just sitting back. But whatever. I mean, it's like, I think, you know what's really interesting? Comedy is, and maybe this is because I'm such a comedy nerd since I was a kid, it's changed so much in the sense of listening.
Okay.
People don't have attention spans.
Sure.
Because they're sitting on TikTok and YouTube all day long, and everything's at 2 times the speed. You're probably listening to me at 1.5 or 1.75.
Yeah.
You don't know what my voice sounds like because
Yeah.
you've never listened to normal.
Yeah.
They're like, well, what's the biz? In under 7 seconds?
Yeah.
This isn't Mad Libs. Don't call out what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Don't do that because it's also not going to be funny.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
see.
how
No,
I killed
that's
4
not
people.
funny. Woof.
What? No. I'm
No,
just
not
saying
woof
in
at you.
general.
I just mean woof at them. Being
Well,
like,
I think
this is an
that's
appropriate way
something-
to behave. You know?
I think that's something I've just noticed in general in comedy
I see.
lately. Okay, this is, again, I do terrible. People will like FaceTime people in the middle of shows that I've been at before.
Brutal.
Okay, and that's just comedy.
Yeah.
Like, who cares? I'm like, I know everyone's very interested by this. I don't know if
It's
they
okay.
really are. But I don't care. I guess I'm fascinated by it because it's not the comedy aspect. It's something I've noticed where audiences, and even in movies and stuff, during Wicked, when they were
Yeah.
like, it's coming up, it's like, get to it. And it's like
Yeah.
where some people said that the Wicked scene, okay, where they're on the clocks, they're like, that's like a minute too long. It's like, a minute too long? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, like you know better
Yeah.
than John Chu? I don't think so. At least like it was a little long.
It was a little long. Like if you want to
Yeah, it
get
was.
into the song, it was a
It
little
was.
long.
It was, but I have to make a point. Please be on my side.
I'm so on your side. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Let's take that again. You're so right. Oh my God, you're so right. These people
Max,
these
you
days.
got that? Good wall.
People did not want to see Max last week.
I was gonna say people really don't like him.
People
And
really
one
don't
of the
like him.
lowest episodes I ever
I
had
know.
too was when I had him come on the couch and people were like, "Oh, people in the chat
He
when they
came
were
on the
like,
couch. Ew.
Ew, fuck you. Ew.
I'm 12. I'm so sorry.
Oh, and I'm grossed out, so I
Yeah.
must be fucking 11.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, ew, not the sex.
Ew.
Ew. Just like, I'm like, that's fucking gross.
Yeah.
Oh. No, but seriously, people don't like him. And then they're shocked at how short he is. And I was like, what, did people think it was
That was
like...
actually funny. I liked that, and shout out to him. That's the one compliment that he got from that episode is that he presents as taller.
He does present as taller.
People were surprised by how short I was at Skankfest too.
Oh, same. People were
So-
like, whoa, you're so tiny.
So that's a compliment because you have tall energy.
Tall energy.
Yeah.
Big stature energy.
I try not to wear these shoes around you and Max because
Why?
they're tall
Oh.
and they make me taller.
I want to go taller. I was just really cold today. I was so cold I almost asked you to pick me up on the way to the studio.
I could have.
I should have.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I
I feel like we're about to break into song after that.
I'm not gonna attempt it. I
Boo.
Boo. Yeah, so when Max and Sabrina are both shorter than me. And so when I wear them, when I wear my tall shoes, these are like 2 inches. They're like 1.5 inches. I feel extra taller than you guys.
Yeah, I know. I have to hop in heels
Yeah.
or something. Like,
Yeah.
I got it. Especially, yeah, when I was at Skankfest, people were like, oh, wow.
Can I say something dumb? I had a bunch of car
Yeah.
work done this week, and I always wear these tall shoes when I go to a mechanic so that I seem bigger
Really?
to men. Yeah.
Well, you could pass as like one of their own.
But they don't see it that way.
Like one of the boys.
But they don't
that's
see it that
working-
way. They see me and they go, young woman, upcharge her.
Really?
Yeah. Because I also very clearly, when I go in there and I start talking about what's wrong with my car, they also realize that I don't know what I'm talking about.
Natalie, you put on cutoff shorts and a plaid cutoff shirt, and you go in there with a really fucked up, like, up hair.
Sure, but if
dude.
you see, like, if the guy running it is, like, over 40,
So any
he's
of
like,
them.
young woman, doesn't know about cars, which is correct.
Well, you go in
You
there with
know?
a horseshoe on your shoulder
Yeah,
and
sure.
everything. I don't know. You look like you know about it and just say, yeah, she's kicking again. Just say that.
And
Yeah,
I
she's
go-
kicking again.
And they go, you want to elaborate on that? And I go, ah,
You'll see what I mean when she's kicking.
yeah,
And they'll get it
yeah,
because you speak their lingo, which is retard.
yeah. I don't know. Perils of being a woman in society, I guess.
Okay, well then how about this? How about I give you a padded bra and you go for it?
Help.
I don't know what's happening with my car.
I just go turnkey drive.
Back up. Oh, why isn't it making a sound? Oh no, I'm drooling on my titties. He's
And
like,
then,
can somebody get this retarded toddler away from me? Does she have a handler? What's going on? But if like a man did that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I have sunk a lot of money into this car this week. So I'm looking for another one. I'm ready to
Another stallion ride.
Yeah. Maybe not another Toyota Matrix. But potentially.
Well, here's the thing. Men want to feel wanted. Men, send in what car Natalie should get.
For sure.
Let us know.
Leave it in the comments.
And you know what you should really do? Send her a Venmo.
I mean, we got to shout out our boy.
I'm waiting. You
Someone,
go for it.
an extremely kind and generous fan, I think his name was Jason, sent us a Venmo and said, take care of your new audio equipment, which was
Awesome.
Extremely generous.
So fucking cool.
I was like, I sent
We have
Sabrina,
like some of the best fans.
I sent Sabrina a screenshot.
By some, I mean we have the best fans.
We have the best fans,
We have the best
absolutely.
fans.
I mean, if you're not, you know who you are. Stop being a piece of shit. But like,
So true.
but other than that, we love you guys. And that really made my week. That was so sweet.
Yeah,
And
that
I
was
sent it
so
to Sabrina.
nice.
I sent Sabrina a screenshot. I go, stop, I'm gonna cry.
Me too. I was
Yeah,
like,
that was so
wait,
sweet.
what?
Yeah. So
It was
shout out to
very
him.
sweet.
And so, I mean, we like recording here at Gas, but also would be nice for like the movie watch alongs and stuff to do it at your house.
To have something.
So yeah, I tell me if and not in a funny way. Tell me if like if I'm reacting to this incorrectly.
Okay.
I was talking to I don't know his last name, Christos. Do you know Christos? He's a comic. He was just on TTI, and he records his rental podcast here sometimes, so I know him a little bit. And I was recording his show here when my car got broken into, so he knew about it. And then I saw him here when he was on TTI this week, and he goes, how'd it go with your car? And I go, I haven't called my insurance company yet about it. And he goes, why? Call them. It was like 2 weeks ago. And I go, I don't think they're going to cover it, which I'm pretty sure they're not. I'm going to call it in anyway, but I don't think I have the coverage for damage done to my car. And he goes, well, call the cops again and because I have a report. He goes, tell them you want the footage from that camera and tell them to try to find this guy. And I'm like, I just can't gather the energy to do that when I don't think they're going to find him anyway. Or her. We're not sexist here. It could have been a lady that broke into my car.
We're sexist. So a bitch didn't break in.
Maybe not. Could have been, though. But either
Could've
way, whoever broke into my car, I don't think... I imagine that they were probably covering their face when they fucking... And also dumped
Or
my
not.
shit pretty immediately.
Probably.
I can't gather the energy to look for them if I know that they're not going to find it, you know?
Okay, I have a crazy theory.
Okay, what's up?
Okay, I have a theory that I think it's probably somebody that you know, and they probably waited, right? And it was somebody that they said, no, you really can't record here, and they can't afford it or something. And they were like, what do you mean I can't afford it? And what do you mean I can't record here? And they were upset. So they saw and they said, this is perfect. This is perfect. I'm going to break into her car, and I'm going to take the audio equipment, because it's not like we've found it along the avenues. It's not like we found it along the streets. Nothing is left of the duffel buffle.
Uh-huh.
What?
That's not what happened, but I like it. I like your energy.
We don't know.
Technically, we don't know. You're right. Technically, we don't know.
No, legitimately, we don't know. This isn't a video where we're blaming somebody and saying alleged or technically. We don't know.
We don't know.
So what if it was JoJo Siwa? We don't know.
We don't know. You're right. I also
She's
don't know
come
if it
on
was
hard
JoJo
times.
Siwa.
She's
Could have
come
been
on
her.
hard times.
She would be
Ever
a little
since
bit
she was
colorful.
21, she's just...
Apparently, I feel like it would be, you spot her on camera. You go, oh my God, is that JoJo Siwa breaking into this car? Could have been.
And that's why we need the footage so we can send it to the Daily Mail.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 3 options.
And then I'll get paid out for that, and then I can buy
Oh,
my
yeah.
other equipment.
That's
yeah.
great. And a new car.
And a new car.
How
Yeah,
much does
for
the
sure.
Daily Mail call? Max?
Max? Jorge?
Jorge ran out and left a blank screen staring back at us.
He did. He really did. Jorge was here to set us up. Shout out, Jorge. Shout out to the time that Jorge was mistaken for Max Marcus on the train. Did you know that story?
No.
I think it was Brett Rabels, who's a comic that I enjoy very much.
Brett. He's been on the show before.
For sure. And saw Jorge on the subway, and this was like probably a year ago at this point, and had a full conversation with him, and it was only toward the end that Jorge realized that he thought he was Max Marcus the whole time.
Wow.
And I'm like,
With Brett Rabel?
Yeah. Brett said it.
Brett must think that everyone who's shorter is
than
just
him.
one.
Yeah, I mean, if you're
He's so tall.
To be fair, if you're Brett and you're this tall and
So
you
tall.
look down and you see a short, curly, dark hair guy,
Disheveled. They're both disheveled.
you might think they're the same guy.
100%.
Yeah. And they're
What's
both
crazy-
kind of around recording.
What's crazy is Brett doesn't do drugs.
No.
It's nothing like that. It's just a case of Scruffies. The Scruffies.
Yeah, you see them from the top. They look the same.
They look the same.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I don't know who that's more insulting to. You know? I guess because Max is like my best friend. I'm like,
Yeah.
but I'm also like, how do you not know Max? But then
Yeah.
I'm also like, well, yeah, because he looks like a scruffy dog.
Yeah. That's why if Brett was like a little shorter, we wouldn't give him this pass.
For sure.
But
He's so tall.
But if you look at them from this height,
his hot brother isn't tall.
the
He's
top
so short. Did you know that?
No, that's like Ralph and his brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ralph is a twin
A
brother.
hot
who's,
brother?
No, I
No.
actually don't know what
Not
his
like
brother
his
looks
brother.
like.
No, I don't like them then.
But much shorter, but twins.
Mm.
Yeah, like fraternal
I
twins.
don't think they're twins. I just think they're brothers, the Rabels. But yeah, they are. And yeah.
Do you ever know? And besides that, any siblings where you're like, oh, clearly one of you got the genes and the
Oh
other
yes,
one didn't?
yeah. I actually went to school with twins when I was growing
No
up.
shit.
And yeah. They were from Austria, Sebastian and Florian. They were fucking. Sebastian was hot, and he was like one of my best friends, and I was one of the boys. Mm-hmm. And hard friend zone. And his brother Florian was the ugly one, which he wasn't even. Here's the thing: if he was just alone, he wouldn't be ugly. But next to Sebastian, it was like with the Justin Bieber hair. And
Sure.
forget it.
One of those things too, yeah. I have one good friend of mine, and I've never said this to him, but I'm like, clearly you're the hot one. And he would never think that or say that.
Really?
But I'm like, has it ever occurred to you that you're much better looking than your brother is?
Oh, I would run with that.
I
would always run with that.
I
That would
don't
make
think
the other one feel
I don't
so
even
bad.
think that he would acknowledge that if I said that to him. I think he'd be like, "What? No, we look the same." And I'm like, "No, you don't."
No.
But I've never said that.
Do it.
And then there was a set of like quadruplets
You're like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
or something in my high school where
Troop?
3 of them looked very alike and the 4th one didn't. And like they looked like siblings,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm like, what happened there?
Who is hot? Who's the hottest? The one who didn't look alike, or?
The other ones.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Now that's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
That's awful.
But also like they were all kind of hot. But it's
Sure.
like
But
like
it's the
all
same
they
thing
all
where
have
it's
good
like,
genes. Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
You're comparing
Right.
them next to each other. You're not
For sure.
comparing individual.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I mean that's a big thing even when they're not like twins or anything like
Right.
that. It's like, oh, they're hotter sister, brother, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, oof. I think I'm the hottest sibling of my siblings.
Nice. I've never seen your siblings.
Well, I haven't seen them in years either, so that makes 2 of us.
Fair enough.
Do you think you're the hotter sibling? I mean, especially
I
against
don't
the
know.
baby. I think you're winning.
Maybe compared to the baby, but like
She's gonna be a little heartbreaker. She's
Yeah.
gonna be a little
it's so funny. Everyone was saying to my dad that she looks just like him, even though
Okay.
she's 2 months old or whatever.
Okay.
That she looks just like his baby and less like my stepmom.
Mm.
And I'm like, they're just saying that because you're holding her. Like babies look like babies. But then I also saw a picture of my dad as a baby and my stepmom as a baby. I'm like, oh no, they're right. She does look like him.
Yeah.
Like she looks just like my dad as a baby.
Whoa.
And very different from my stepmom as a baby.
How are you gonna feel if when she starts growing up, like she starts looking like you? Like at certain ages where you're like, whoa.
Weird.
You ever think about that?
No, I didn't. But I'm also like, I think that her mom will come out of her more.
Yeah, but what if you just see yourself?
If I see myself,
let's see, there's
it's kinda
like,
cool.
Let's see, there's like she's like 11 or something,
Right.
right? This is the future, and all of a sudden it's like there's that 1 year trend because kids are always changing.
Sure.
Looks. And it's like all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, she looks like Nat. She sounds like Natalie. Like,
my dad just said something to me where he goes, she makes a face that you used to make.
oh wow.
Yeah, where I think it was like as a baby, and he said that. He said if I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't have remembered that you used to do that.
Wow, that's
but
wild.
because she did it, I was like, oh, Natalie used to do that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think I would think it's really cool.
Yeah.
If she looks like me.
Yeah.
If she's like 11 or whatever.
Do you feel like you're gonna give more advice or something?
Sure.
Or maybe more so because like if she were to look like you, do you feel like you have to guide her in a different
Not
direction?
necessarily. I think I'm gonna guide her anyway. I'm gonna try to guide her anyway. Although
yeah,
I'm
because
so
you're a
much
good soul.
older than her that like I'm just gonna be another adult in her life, you know? Where it's
Yeah.
like I don't.
Yeah, no.
I'm
I
not
mean,
really gonna have a sister role to her. I'm gonna be more like an aunt, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, all of my half siblings are older, so I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, significantly though, like double.
Yeah.
So I mean, but yeah, it's like it's fun. It's fun. You get to give outfits.
Yeah, for sure. Get to give outfits. You get to give toys and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Books. Although my
Books.
dad's already gonna give her books. My dad is why I read. So
Really?
yeah, he definitely did that to me in a good way.
Plays next.
Sure, absolutely.
Very fun.
Theater.
Wicked.
Yeah,
Gonna take her to Wicked.
eventually.
That'd be wild.
Yeah.
Okay, we have some other topics. I know I love talking about babies because babies are very cute, and I've been bleeding for weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sign up
especially
today.
Because
Patreon.com.
especially because yeah, sign
you
up for the
go.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Because I'm dying. Why?
For money, for
Oh, yeah.
for medical stuff. Help her out. Help our girl out.
I mean, listen, I can't believe I'm fucking bleeding out, but I just got an email from the New York Times, which, by the way, I don't subscribe to the dirty New York Times. I don't even know how they emailed me. It was probably something after the election, right? Dick Van Dyke, nearly 99, dances in new video. Barefoot in his backyard, the star shows off his moves. Die. Fuck off. Fuck off, okay? I don't care about your fucking moves. Go get something wrong with your nerves and go away. If Dick Van Dyke was so good, he'd still be hosting New Year's Eve. I don't want to hear
funny.
it.
It's funny.
It's true.
Also, fuck New Year's Eve in general in New York.
Do you have any plans?
Yeah, I mean, not in the city, but yes.
Okay. Are you going to be in Jersey?
Yeah.
That's good because I want to talk about New Jersey for a second.
Sure. Let's hear
Okay. Okay. Now, my people they're closer to the shore. It's like Long Branch. It's like whatever.
Down there, south.
It's
Central south.
down there. I don't want to. Yeah. I'm like, I should shut the fuck up. Anyway, I was hoping they would be abducted, but they weren't. And I must know. Have you been seeing it? Have you been seeing any of the flying drones that are
No.
going over New Jersey? Not one.
I have not. I
What do you
only
think?
know about that through working on Part of the Problem. He has not
Really?
talked about it on the show, but the live chat very much wants to know.
Wow, this
mine
guy
and
I've
Dave's
never
feelings
met. We
about
seem
the-
to have a lot of the same topics every week.
I mean, to be fair, he records 4 days a week, so it's very much on my mind
Okay, that's
when
fair.
I come in.
That's fair.
But
No, I think that's cool. I meant it like in a good way.
Right. I never no, like I said, they haven't talked about it on Part of the Problem, but the fans want to know, and I'm like, there's definitely a tinfoil hat vibe in the chat there a little bit.
I mean, how can you not?
Yeah. But what's the deal with I didn't know it until if I hadn't seen that this week, this would be the first
I'm gonna
time.
play.
Sure.
Yeah.
I walked out because it was worthless. It was the biggest amateur hour presentation I've ever seen about anything. Okay, it was ridiculous. There were no answers. Every question that was asked by a member of the state legislature, great questions, no answers, no resolution. They don't know where the drones are coming from. They don't know who's doing it. They don't know why they're doing it. But they say there's no credible threat. It was annoying to be there. I drove 2 hours to be here today. Spent an hour in there. I got to drive 2 hours back. The biggest waste of 5 hours in my entire life.
So why do you think they called this meeting?
No idea. Why would you call a meeting and tell people you don't know anything? I have no idea. And then when the legislators would ask questions, there were no answers. Here's the most frustrating part. Colonel
This
of the
guy's
State
so
Police
New
said that he
Jersey.
had a
This is me.
helicopter of his flying above one of these drones, a 6-foot drone or something. I can't
This
remember
guy was in the
exactly what he said.
military. I just
Okay.
And
wanna
he
kick that
felt
off.
unsafe for his helicopter, so he just let it go. Just let it go. Where'd it go? Who knows? Didn't want to follow it because he didn't feel
knows?
safe. Is that not the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard?
He said, "Die
I mean,
for the
honestly.
country."
Do they have any? Do they have any idea where these drones are originating?
No, they don't. They would. Maybe if they followed that sucker to when it landed,
Ooh,
they would
burned.
know. But they don't. This is a complete lack of effort,
This man is
in my
wet.
opinion, on trying to
Yeah.
figure this out.
He's-
This is not
look,
about
he's
ability.
soaking in my
We have
pussy
the
because he's
technology,
correct.
We have the people. We have the training. We have the resources. We have the money.
We do. We
It's
have
just
all
a
of
lack
it.
of effort. I mean,
Billions,
they should-
trillions
I don't
in
know.
war.
I don't know. They should be saying, you know what they should have done today with productive use of our time, if they didn't know anything, come in there and say, hey, legislators,
off.
we don't know anything. But if you get us these 10 things, do these 10 things for us, and the
come in,
governor
we jerk
calls
them
in
off.
this kind of action, we can figure
like,
it out. Will
no.
you help us? And then we would have helped them. But instead it was just excuse after excuse, and we know nothing. It was infuriating, and I got up and I walked out.
You've been in the service, right?
Yeah, I was an attack helicopter pilot, Apache helicopter pilot in the Army, and I helped stand up the initial
Okay, so
unmanned
that's
aircraft training.
He's the
crazy.
helicopter
That's
guy.
my
sector
point.
of the
Okay,
Army.
so
I know a little bit
perfect.
about what I'm talking about, and these guys are not doing the job they need to do.
So this is my exact point. Now you have the next video of the actual drones going. Now it's like we have men like that, okay? People like that who are serving in just
All the ones.
general just in general, I guess what you say, council government, whatever, local government, where it's like he could be the perfect person to send up in the helicopter with
Yeah.
anyone. But no. Okay, so here's some of the drone footage that Natalie hasn't seen from her home because she has not been abducted yet.
All the ones over here. There's 2 behind here.
I think the creepy part is not that it's just a drone, that they're so large.
Growing frustration and demands for answers
you
from
see
New
that?
Jersey
How
residents
crazy is
over a
that?
mystery in the skies.
Oh, spooky.
Weeks of mysterious nighttime drone sightings across the state,
And now these
including
went
near
over
military
to
sites and other critical
Pennsylvania as of
infrastructure,
last night.
left
Okay.
some
People in
residents
Pennsylvania
unsettled.
are now
They
seeing
look
them.
like a small car to me. Their wingspans are probably 6 feet across.
Look at that
Eyewitnesses
size of a
say these
minivan.
spotted drones are much larger than those used
Size of
by
Brett
hobbyists.
Raybould.
Law enforcement described
I
one
know.
encounter.
It was coming in our direction.
Look at
it
that.
spun around, did 180
They're about to
degrees.
get molested.
Went back out the other way.
Look, he's
then
a
it
sheriff.
kinda
He's not doing
looped
anything.
around.
A task force of federal, state, and local law enforcement is now investigating, briefing concerned lawmakers Wednesday. Asked by CNN for comment on these sightings, the FBI said in a statement, witnesses have spotted the cluster of what looked to be drones and a possible fixed-wing aircraft. They're asking
Interesting.
anyone with information on the origin of these drones to call police.
Okay, that's it.
Now, authorities
Pause
say
that.
there's no known
Thank
threat
you.
to the public, but despite that,
No
one
known
congressman
threats to
from
the
New
public.
Jersey
No known threats to the public, and yet they don't know what it is. The FBI encourages anybody with information. Now, the Federal Bureau of Investigation encourages Americans to please do their job for them. Nobody wants to work anymore.
That's funny.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation said, we're pretty busy. We're pretty busy. Joe Biden, Hunter, he got pardoned. We're busy.
It's funny. Okay. How do they know how big it is if they've never caught one?
Now, that's my exact point. And people are just seeing it. They don't even know. They don't know if it's a
Right.
threat. How do they know it's not a threat if they don't know what it is? We shot down that air balloon from China.
Oh yeah, the air balloon.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if that was something we shot down that, why when so there was a helicopter above the drone and they were too afraid, so they left?
That was weird.
It's all weird.
It's weird.
It's obviously something way more. Now, I personally think it's either our government.
Our own government?
Of course.
So why would the FBI be drawing attention to it?
Because that's not real attention. It's people drawing attention to it. I think social media, I think there's been years and years and years of people saying aliens or this and that. And it very, very much well could be.
Sure.
But I'm just saying the government, if it was somebody coming to drop a bomb on us, or if it was coming from North Korea
Right.
or from Russia or something, We would know. We would find out.
We would know.
They
I
know.
agree.
They know. Something's up.
I don't think it is. I mean, I guess it could be. It's either from a different government trying to do surveillance or it's from like a civilian. That's my opinion. And I think that if it was from the U.S. government, the FBI would just be like, calm down, everyone. We're just taking maps. We're taking fucking geography.
See, that's where you and I differ because I'm like, they would never tell the truth.
But then why would they not just go, there's no drone? There's not a drone. They do
'Cause you
shit like
can't-
that
you
all the
can't-
time.
Yeah, but you can't deny what so many people are putting and news corporations are putting out.
They do it all the time. I think they do it all the time.
We're in two different tinfoil hats.
Yeah,
here.
we are wearing two different tinfoil hats. I think that if they
That's okay.
if it was the government, they would come up with not an alibi. They would come up with an excuse for what it actually is. They'd be like, "Calm down, everyone. Don't be scared. It's from us, but it's not dangerous. It's not doing anything." I think they don't know what it is. I think it might be a civilian trying to fuck people, like the obelisk. Do you remember the obelisk?
No.
It was like there's this big
ableist.
stone. There's this big stone structure in the desert. Everyone's like, where did it come from?
Oh my God, that
Why?
thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was an art project.
An art project, right?
It was literally just like a social experiment.
Right.
Could be this.
Okay. All right. That's a good point. That's a very good point. If
I think
were in-
someone just doesn't want to admit that it's theirs.
If we were in Challengers, the fucking camera would be heading your way. Okay, I guess if it wasn't spreading across states so fast,
Okay. Interesting.
that would make me go, maybe.
Okay.
But here's the thing. New York City is like the coolest place in the world. Why wouldn't aliens want to see it over here?
Too many eyes on them.
Mm.
I feel like they would more likely go somewhere that has
New
space
Jersey.
to land. Yeah. Land.
Yeah. I
Pennsylvania
guess.
makes sense.
Pennsylvania makes the most amount of sense. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Especially the Amish.
You
and
can see
stuff.
better because
You
there's
can
not as
see
many
better.
lights.
That's very true.
Like in the sky. meaning.
Of course, yeah. No, you're talking about the traffic lights that the
Yeah.
aliens are following.
Right. It's like hard to, yeah. Does that make any sense? That might have been the dumbest thing I've ever said.
No, it totally makes sense. Are you kidding me? Why? Because it's night light pollution.
Light pollution, yeah. for
Yeah. Yeah. No, you
Got
totally
there.
make sense.
Got there.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
It's all coming out of my ass. That guy was
never
so
tell
New
that.
Jersey.
He really was.
I love
Mr.
that.
Bergen?
Yeah, Bergen. His name is
Mr.
fucking Bergen.
Oh, Mr. Bergen.
Like Bergen County.
Bergen
Like they
County,
wrote
dude.
him in to be the guy from New Jersey.
That's actually pretty funny.
Is it funny?
It's great.
Yeah.
You know what's so great? I didn't even realize his name before you said that. And then I was like, oh my.
And of course his name's fucking Brian Bergen or whatever
Brian
the fuck.
Bergen. Oh, and I'm going to not represent Bergen County. I don't like when people make that joke about my name. My name is serious, and so is my county, which is... What county is
Ocean
he?
County?
Ocean.
I don't know.
Oh, is he Ocean?
No, I just named another
Who
county I
knows?
know. Essex.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Ocean Township. No way.
Yeah. I should know more of them. I don't.
Why should you?
You're right.
Ugh,
You're right.
You're fine.
I'm fine.
You're totally fine as is. What's not fine as is, this is very upsetting, are Luigi Mangioni's conditions right now
Yeah.
in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to play that little video that I sent you
Yeah.
via text. Thank you, Nat. Nat's really doing
didn't email?
everything. I didn't. I texted. You want me to email it to you?
No, that's fine. I'll copy it.
So this is, as you know, we're in support. Okay? We're in support of Luigi. I'm going to speak for us both. If not, fine. Full support of Luigi. I'm saying go up to Albany next, whoever wants to copy it, and shoot up the New York Medicaid. Can I say stuff like that? Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Blue Cross Blue Shield, you were having it coming too. You said we don't want to do anesthesia and pay for it the entire time that you're under it. Sorry, guess you rescinded on that because you knew that you'd fucking have it coming next. Yeah, I'm safe to say it. Okay. It's starting? Amazing. Okay, here we go. Here are Luigi Mangioni's conditions. Let's take a look. Free Luigi.
This was just from a few hours ago, and here they are, 10 o'clock as promised. They said
He
earlier
ghosted me to
today,
free him.
tell Ashley Banfield that Luigi is watching at 10 o'clock. I mean, obviously, that's just a hard roast at this point because they're not near Luigi in any way.
Can I just ask the guys if they can hear me right now to answer yes or no very loud?
Best piece of
Does
journalism I've ever
Luigi
seen.
have television in his single cell?
No.
No.
Unreal. They said
He does
no,
not.
right?
So funny.
What type of
Obviously,
country
we
are
have
we?
a little bit of a
No
delay.
TV
but
in
we're
your
getting
cell?
it.
And that's-
Yeah, they're getting the questions and they're giving us the
They're
answers. So
getting
Luigi
it.
does not have. Wow, this is quite something. This is the strangest interview I've ever conducted.
Me too, Ashley.
Pretty funny.
According to the
Good.
Department
It's
of
pretty
Corrections,
good.
he's
So
got
that's
his own
perfect.
solitary cell.
That's
It's
great.
not solitary confinement, but
It's
he's
not
by
solitary
himself. It's not
confinement, no,
dorm
because they have no reason to do it, and they know that people would actually go crazy and they would riot and it would be wild, and they can't do that.
Yeah, here's the thing with solitary confinement is that like half the time it's for the person's own safety, but
As
they
they
have
claim,
no.
but it's never.
But they also have no reason to do that to him because no one's going to do anything to him.
No, they know he's going to be a king amongst men.
Yes, they are.
He is a king amongst men. Now, I mean, you can obviously see that they are willing to protect him, and that's what actually scares me the most, that he is solo, because I don't trust cops. I think something might happen in case, but I don't. But just in case.
Yeah, I don't, but just in case, yeah.
I'm just putting it out there. But you know what? Listen, I say freedom, freedom. He can't lose. Freedom, freedom, let him loose.
I'm going to be the only person who thinks this. I don't think this. I don't think that this is going to be how it results, but there is part of me that thinks it would be funny if this was not the guy.
Oh.
Like if this guy wasn't the right guy.
I am so relieved. I literally thought you were going to be like, I think he should stay locked up. And you know what? I was just going to fucking smack you with one of
No,
these.
I don't think that. And I'm not someone who's like up in arms about this or anything, but I think that this guy, and this is all based on news I saw at the gym yesterday.
Okay.
Which is like, why was he was on the run from a national search for him and he was eating McDonald's in the fucking restaurant.
Yeah.
Take that shit to go, my guy. You wanted to be found.
I think there was a little part of, I'm going to be honest, they interviewed a couple of people that were eating at the McDonald's.
Okay.
I wish I had that link right now.
That's okay.
But I watched it, and I must say that I don't think people want to rat him out. I think people recognized him immediately. And heroes,
Still.
you don't do that. If you saw, whatever his name is with the glasses, or, Peter Parker or whatever, and you knew a little web is like coming out of his cock or whatever, you wouldn't be like, I know what's going on. You would just go, okay, I'll bang my pot and pan for you at 7 p.m. and I'll keep it moving.
But there's no way he trusted that everyone felt that way, and obviously everyone didn't because someone told on him.
Well, they told on him because of the 50 grand, and now I saw, as of very late last night, about 1 a.m., I saw a story that the McDonald's worker that was the rat is not going to get the 50 grand.
Why?
I don't know. They're still not releasing details, but because of a certain thing, yeah. They're not even paying them. So that proves that being a rat doesn't fucking pay. Keep scooping motherfucking fries and waiting for Trump to come in for his 15-second commercial while you keep ratting on the love of my life.
Yeah. I just feel like he's too perfect. He's too hot.
Somebody send me the address. I know he's in Altoona.
Yep.
Altoona, right?
Yeah.
Pennsylvania? Send me the address. I'm writing him a letter.
Everyone's writing him a letter.
Well, they're not
You gotta
me.
make it special.
It's me. That's how it's special. I'm gonna send him a Polaroid of my tits. Too.
Okay, cool.
Really change it up.
Yeah.
Because people can't take photos of Polaroids.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. I just feel like he's too perfect and he's too hot and everyone loves him too much. I think they have the wrong guy. Or some people were saying, and I don't agree with this, but I've heard people saying that they think he was hired by the ex-wife of the guy, and who was like specifically wrote the stuff on the bullets to like point blame away from her.
That would be really interesting if he didn't review the Unabomber's manifesto.
Yes, I agree.
And I read his entire manifesto. And as somebody who
The Unabombers
deals,
or this guy's?
This guy's.
Okay.
I don't care about the Unabomber. I don't agree with that. Okay. This guy is, and the reason is because I've dealt with so many health issues, and because I'm still dealing with them, and because there are times where I've wanted to drive to Pennsylvania, and I said I can see it.
Yeah.
And I think that there are a bunch of people in this country that feel this way.
Yeah.
And it's not because anyone is a violent, evil, terrible person. It's that because people are pushed to their breaking point. And at some point, you're going to die from either your disease or your health condition or something like that.
For sure.
And, if you're not going to get help, you're dying at home. This guy was 26. He wasn't able to have sex. Wasn't able to have sex.
Why?
Because of his condition. He already had back issues, so it was hard for him. He went surfing. He got knocked over by a wave, and it hit the nails so hard and everything, he had to get 3 more nails in his spine. And because it was a pre-existing condition, probably was put through hell.
Yeah.
Same thing with his mother and stuff like that. She had neuropathy. They didn't do that. I mean, there are so many layers to it.
Super weird.
And, and this is somebody who came from fortune.
Yeah.
Who came from wealth. So that says something. It's not that, I don't want to pay $57 for this Advil in the hospital. It's that this goes way deeper to being ignored, to feeling isolated when you're sick, and just feeling like there is nowhere else to turn or go. I think this guy is a fucking hero. And I think there's more out there that he wanted to, which
was
too. It was in the manifesto.
Yeah.
And here's the thing that scares me, but also you go, oh my God, and this guy was brilliant. He 3D printed the gun and the silencer, and the silencer is what everyone said, okay, you got a gun, but how'd you get a silencer?
Yeah.
This guy has to be military. This has to be something. No, he was
just built
sick,
it.
and he was obsessed with video games. Okay, when I got sick, I became obsessed with Christmas movies because it was the only thing I could process. You don't see me going and killing CEOs. I did write a little Christmas movie, Christmas at Cabin, if anyone's ever interested in buying it.
Love
I'd take
it.
60 grand or more. Anyway, I just think that, you sit there and you can't have sex and you can't do this and you do that and you go off the deep end. He went away from his family for months. They couldn't find him. They put out a missing report in November. I think you just go off the deep end when you are alone. Suffering in silence, and the biggest suffer is like people when you have something that's outward, like cancer or something like that. People are sad. People feel bad for you. When you are silently suffering, people don't give a fuck, and you get angry. You get so angry, you go, I don't care. I'm at the end.
Why was he eating his fucking McGriddle in the McDonald's?
Because you're at the end, and you're on to the next. And he's stupid.
He wanted to be caught, and he's stupid.
No, I really think that they always say this. There's always that one slip or glip, right? And it's like serial killers. It really is. It's like serial killers.
But if he wanted to get more people, like, that was stupid.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
Yeah.
And I don't
but
get
it's like serial
why.
killers. They get too comfortable. Or somebody who's not even a serial killer.
But
Just
serial killers get comfy after a few.
Right, but that's my point. He got comfy after a few days. I mean, he went on Spotify and he changed his picture to the Brat logo. Instead of Brat, it said adjuster. I mean, this guy's bi.
This guy,
Ooh, are you turned on?
Yes.
It was actually really hot. I was looking at his playlist that
Hell
he
yeah.
wanted to go off to, and I was like, ooh, he's bi and he's hot.
Yep. I do love a hot bi man.
I know. He's
Yeah.
smart. Hey, listen, I said he was hot before anyone else did. I just saw those eyes. I said, yum. I knew that nose. I knew he was something Jewish, Middle Eastern, something Italian.
I don't trust him.
You don't trust
They all
him?
got the nose.
You don't trust him?
I don't trust him. I don't trust
my
him.
boyfriend.
I mean, if he's your boyfriend, then I guess I'll have to trust him.
Then you definitely don't trust him.
If he's your boyfriend, run. I have to dig more. I just feel like there's a missing link. There's a missing piece here that I feel like
could
I'm
just
not
be fucking crazy. I mean,
understanding.
listen, I'm angry. You don't see me shooting anybody.
Yeah, you're right.
Listen, I just
You're right. Could just be crazy.
I made the exact points.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you're angry. Write a letter and burn it. I once did that to a best friend I was so angry at because she fucked 2 of my boyfriends. True story. I wrote a whole letter. I lit it on fire.
I love that.
And then it accidentally blew into the wind, and I got so scared and I had a panic attack because it blew into somebody else's porch, and I thought it was going to burn it down. So, do it in an enclosed space.
Yeah.
But
do it in the bathtub.
Do it in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Don't do what I did.
Yeah.
Where your mom has to run over and say, excuse me.
Yeah.
But I, of course, it's like, yeah, you're mentally unhinged.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, listen, he fucking killed someone at point blank range, and it was in front of other people, and he said at first he was going to bomb him.
And then he decided not to.
And then he decided not to because he didn't want to hurt civilians. Well, listen, that lady who watched you shoot the guy 3 times and had to run for her life, thinking she was going to run for her life, she's mentally scarred. So let's be real when it's like, at the end of the day, I'm fucking around a little bit, but I'd still suck his dick. So
yeah. We rarely get a hot one.
We rarely get a hot one. They're always.
Although that's not true, because there was that one guy who was like an incel.
Bundy?
More recently, like the last 15 years, I would say, who like made the video of him talking in his car.
I was just you mean the OG incel?
Yeah,
that
he was
the
hot
first guy.
and he was an incel. He was like gay hot.
He
was like gay guy hot.
I did think you could get someone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's like that was so
It's
different.
all mental illness.
Yeah, I mean that's another level though.
But like we get those. This is similar. This guy's hotter, but it's similar.
I'll say like looks wise, I think Luigi is way
Yeah,
hotter.
yeah.
But I also think the cause of it, the passion and everything. I mean, it's like
Sure.
killing women because you don't get pussy. Kill yourself.
Yeah.
Kill yourself, loser. You
Yeah.
could buy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? If that guy only held out for a few more years instead of going on a rampage and just stayed on 4chan and Reddit, he could have gotten an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
He could have literally volunteered for Lillian whatever, the whore. Do you know Lillian Collins or whatever?
No.
She's like, I don't even know if that's her name, but she's a London girl, a British girl, and she had sex with 100 men in one day.
That rules. Good for her.
And and her eyes stung afterwards from all the cum that was in it.
That's
and she's trying to break a record in January, I think it is, where she fucks 1,000 guys in one day. And yeah, that's what she's trying to do.
You can't
and what
do
she
that.
does, she's on a watch list because her and her like scene partners of OnlyFans, like her besties, because they go to college campuses and try to lure 18-year-olds to get them on camera and fuck them.
I mean, that's a business model as old as the internet and porn, I think. It's not new. It's just that they're getting men now.
Adley's about to manage these girls.
No, but that's a famously long term,
Really?
Girls Gone Wild type shit.
Oh yeah, I guess Joe Francis.
For sure. Absolutely.
Saw
That's
that documentary on him.
I haven't
It was
seen it
funny.
yet, but I've heard you mention it.
Well, I watched about 5 minutes of it, and I said, wow, I've done so many episodes of exactly this. I'm so sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of people copying.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah, you really came up with this. Oh, you really discovered he was a creep.
Yeah.
Some of us have been calling him creepy for years.
Yeah, for sure.
Switch over the page?
Yeah, I was going to say, so you want to plug?
Yeah, I'll plug up my ass.
Plugs up my butt.
Plugs up my butt. I do want to wrap with one more thing, though.
Okay,
if I
sure.
can.
For sure.
I just want to say I am proud to live in this country. I am happy. I am excited. And Biden doing his thing in the last few weeks is rocking.
Yeah.
And we'd all be lying. Because the fact that he pardoned Hunter and then said, this is America, is something I want us to all hang on to.
This is America.
This is America. This is America.
I don't know how the rest of that
I
song
really
goes.
wish he said the N-word, too. I'm not going to lie. I was
You
like,
should
this
say
would
that
be perfect.
as he's no longer president.
He
and then
really
dies.
should. He really should. He should be licking the ice cream cone and everything with corn pop and call it a day. This guy is going blizzy, and I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. I really, really think that I'm trying to just gauge who he's going to pardon next, and I would like to say something because we have a platform on this show.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to advocate. I want to advocate for a woman right now.
Sure.
I'd like to advocate for Jennifer Shaw. I'd like for Jen Shaw to be free and pardoned by Joseph Biden by the time he goes out of office. So what? Okay, she scammed a few olds. They were gonna die in COVID anyway. Who cares? Who cares? She did her time, but she brought wonderful television to the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City on Bravo. And I, for one, would like her back. She voted for you, Biden. She did.
Wow.
And she had this dress on, and I'm gonna send this to you.
Right.
And it was great. And you have to think of that, Joseph. And I know that your mind, it's a little hard right now, and things are a little tough. But I
Yeah.
want you to think when you're in your last few weeks that this lady right here,
Wow.
she voted for you. She
Yeah.
got this made for you. Okay, and if she wasn't in jail, she would have voted for Kamala.
Yeah.
But you just don't know that she has to be pardoned yet. But this is America, as you said, Mr. President. So we must pardon Jennifer Shaw. That's my take.
That was a good soapbox.
Thank you so much. Plugs. I'm gonna be putting out like dates that I'm going on the road with Attell soon. Trying to post more online. Look at that.
Wow.
And I know
I deleted Instagram again.
Nah,
But I check it on my laptop,
We're a
on
good
my
balance.
desktop or my laptop. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Check it once in a while.
Yeah, check that out. Follow us on Instagram. That's Hot Podcast. I think that's the thing. If not, just check my Instagram profile, Funny Girl with Tits.
For sure.
And subscribe, like, share, do all that Funny Girl with Tits on Patreon too. Patreon.com/funnygirl with
Yes,
tits.
please do.
Nat.
Natalie DeCicco edits on Instagram, DECICCO_edits. Watch Gas Now on the Gas Digital Network, gasdigital.com. That's it.
That's it. See ya. Love you. Bye.
Bye.